Hello everyone, Dine Mode here. Hope y'all having a great day. Just want to randomly talk about supporting small artists. It can be from any medium such as music, film, acting, animation, digital drawings, or traditional. For those who know me here, I commission a lot of my favorite video game, comic books, cartoon, and anime characters, more specifically the not safe for work stuff. Keep it on the safe side because I'm trying to get more eyes on this video. Back on topic. I noticed that every day in this generation that artists are heavily leaning into the more pop culture and mass media. They are commercialized, and I know that many people don't like that phrasing, but it is one of the main distinctions with pop art. The real definition in pop art, it's an ironic movement and rebellious form against traditional art, where it is based off of modern and postmodern entertainment or products, or everyday things. The biggest factor in pop art, it embraces the consumer culture, where creativity becomes profitable for the artists. It is now a booming business for many. Okay, enough of the academics here. So why should I say you should support small artists to the fullest? Originally because art was mostly about self-expression, but sadly, it became a competitive market. Every day I see new and young artists try and get into the game in an already crowded landscape. It's very tough out there for them. Nowadays, everybody wants to be an artist, but it's overpopulated. And I have witnessed many talented people possessing unique art styles on their own go to waste and never to be seen again. And the biggest irony of it all, it's our fault. Me included. We enabled it. Then, we got these big name artists out here who's been in the game for quite a while. You know, the one with tons of followers. I don't commission them anymore, and there's a good reason for that. They are financially well off. They're stable. Most of them in this category either a paid subscription model for the more explicit content, or they charge a fairly large price for high-end quality and services. And on top of that, due to their uniqueness and popularity, the little guy gets overshadowed. Now I want to talk about my personal experience as a client of not safe for work commission art for the past few years, and I learned quite a bit in this marketplace. Reminder, this type of business, there are no face-to-face interactions. Most discussion takes place on social media, or sometimes a questionnaire survey where some artists use their online commercial enterprise. So here's a list on what I learned about how to support small artists, and why you should. Alright, number 1. New and young artists have low self-esteem and are self-conscious. I see many struggle trying to improve their style, but always beat themselves up over the tiniest details. Despite how introversion became our biggest personality trait in our modern age, in theory though, I've spoken to some of these guys, and it's not easy to get to them. But in my opinion, do not give advice. Instead, ask them questions to reevaluate on what they're doing. Because I know nobody likes to be told what to do, and I'm not even qualified to be a mentor or anything in that category. What I'm saying is ask questions. That way, it's a learning process for them to get going. Number 2, compliments are nice, but money talks. Okay, if you're someone new trying to commission an artist, do not ask them this for freebies, for art requests. Do not do that unless stated. Always read. That's like the number 1 pet peeve for many artists. And when I say money talks, every little bit helps. Always support those artists who do not live in those privileged countries, because they are the one that needs help the most. Number 3, they're human. This word of advice was given to me by another artist who I recently worked with. I want to share his input right here. He says he had a pretty mixed review on his business and bad enough to be scorned to shape his own business practices. And he feels that he widely adopted that could help those who can stand out more. Some people bite off more they can chew and get overwhelmed by taking so many things at once, and they spiral out of control. And during that process, these artists lose steam and they lose themselves. They feel unmotivated. Remember, do this for fun at first. Do not do it for the money, and it will take off better than expected. Now, this leads me to number 4, and I want to add to the previous statement on number 3. It is etiquette, dignity, and self-importance. Here, communication is key, and many small artists, they're very timid. They're not really communicative. So it's always good to keep in touch, but at the same time, treat them with respect. Just because they are small artists doesn't mean you can walk all over them. Having some etiquette and being polite can go a long way when conducting business. Number 5. Help spread their work and help them keep organized. Now this is the tricky part with many small artists, because when it comes to social media or the interwebs in general, the algorithm messes them up badly. What I suggest many people do is help spread out their work by reposting their stuff. Of course, you need to get the permission, even if you're not social media savvy or social media is not really your thing. Like for me, for example, I finally hit a certain number of followers and I'm using this platform to help spread the word out. And the worst thing of all, shadow ban. And that is the number one thing that works against them. Number 6, potential to be friends. That is like the biggest perk of them all. Creating friendships can go a long way, and they value that. To me, I value friendship a lot more than the art itself. I know that sounds kind of crazy for many people, and here are some like cool perks that comes with it. Like one time, I've been friends with this other artist for many years. He gave me a gift, a birthday gift. He just drew it for me of one of my favorite video game characters, of Master Raven. That made my heart, all warm and tingly. I was very happy about it. I'm very thankful of that. I wish I could show this art, but I can't because she's like partially nude. Thank you all for watching. Down Mode out.